play through better macro.
This is scaling as well for G2. Like, the later this game goes, it's going to get scary as the Seraphine just makes everybody unkillable. Azir with the item power spike. Razork right now, so he will not waste time. Razork is looping around. That's an early heal from Labrov as he's separated from Hansama. He could look for the flank, but in comes Razork. Flashes forward, dreaded return goes wide. Labrov dodging that one. No gank success from Razork as he just gets chunked on the way out as well. Hansama walking up, he's got the, there's no way, surely! Ooh. Flashes for the volley, Lospa body makes it a slightly in favor for Fnatic because, yeah, it's like SkewMond's getting the counter invade, but it's basically going to be vertical jungling. Both junglers will walk away with the same amount of camps picked up, so Lospa has to flash in first blood to Labrov. G2 just win the 2v2 anyway.
I mean, these two lads have stepped up.
Has to flash away from Broken Blades and Tofo's strike. And not winning the counter pick solo matchup so far. Now Caps goes in for the shuffle onto Vladi, flashes the shockwave, and SkewMond gets the kill.
Nice setup from Caps, a little dicey as he had to go into the tower. So nicely done, and again, this is the beauty of a G2 game, is that they do this, I mean, they make it look
very low on mana right now, and they have Broken Blade waiting behind Labrov. AShe arrow comes down, will land on to Lospa, the encore as well. It's going to set Broken Blade up to go all out right now over the wall. Broken Blade kills Lospa before they even reach the ground. Flashing on to Upset, he's in damage form, and Labrov is still moving forward. But now Razork has the Grim Deliverance. Big damage here onto Broken Blade. Dreaded return used. Vladi with the shockwave will find the kill.
Great roam from Vladi to cover on the play. That AShe arrow, thank you very much, AShe. I wonder where that came from. But still, more plays in the mid wave.
Yeah, Upset's getting some damage on the Hansama right here. Still has the Valkyrie and the Cleanse. But now Vladi in a one going against Caps flashes over the Emperor's Divide. Hard one to land there as Razork's now walking forward here onto SkewMond. Has another ultimate available, and they're just trying to lock down Labrov. Encore goes out, but Razork gets the kill. Doesn't get the passive revive off in time. So G2 will answer 1 for 1.
The knockback, and it's kind of still G2 putting up pressure everywhere apart from that mid lane as Upset gets a bit of alone time with the turret.
Okay, I thought Broken Blade was actually going to dive for that to stop it.
He really wants
his own back. His Caps. Ooh, one more auto right there.
That tower is not long for the world.
Man defense up there. SkewMond's in the neighborhood. So is that Lospa right there? Yeah.
Xin Zhao wins those, I'm just saying.
I imagine the level 11 Xin Zhao is going to make this Nami's life a little difficult. Flash is available. Lospa also has the heal, but he's not going to use them. Gives a kill to SkewMond. G2 get the turret, and they'll even take the Krugs.
Yeah, smart call from Lospa. Saw that the Wind Becomes Lightning hadn't been used, so it was like for G2. Yeah. I mean, Rift Herald hasn't even been taken. Like, G2 are just not letting up at all. And we talked about how SkewMond enabled the early map so he could take this early dragon, but it has just been completely counterpick, and it has not been going well for Empyros. May still continue to not go well, but Fnatic are kind of dealing with waves as G2 start up this Baron. It's a slow take with two members.
Ready to return, but now the chain CC lands and Razork's just out of there. Nice shockwave, but not enough damage to follow it up as Upset was not in the neighborhood. So G2 find the pick on a Razork and will turn back onto the Baron.
It's just incredible the pace that G2 are playing this game. Like 6-2 in kills. It's not been particularly bloody, but they are taking everything. And now with Baron and 40 seconds until that Dragon Soul, it's feeling tough for Fnatic.
Low health bars. Upset's walking forward. He feels confident. He's got the shields of Orianna behind him, but he gets chunked out as well. Teleport in, but the Baron secured. And now that TP could be a one-way journey immediately into the waiting arms of Broken Blade. Empyros will ward hop over the wall. Caps now stays onto Vladi with the rocket belt forward to try and lock down the Orianna. Flash out from objective control stats here against their longtime rivals.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, like, if you kill
Corki rockets as well, maybe that is a different play.
But that's the thing that we said, like, you feel disjointed as Fnatic. Yeah. Razork going in, the rest of the team aren't there to follow. It's what we were talking about with the Vi. It feels like this team hasn't really all got onto the same page yet. And G2, I mean, they've read the entire book.
They're sieging 3 waves right now. I mean, Caps is solo top lane. The Grim Deliverance forward, and that's just Razork going straight to his grave. Empyros with the counter-strike on to follow up, but G2 putting the final touches on this one. They've taken 1, they're taking 2. A double kill to Hansama as Caps flashing for the shuffle.
Rocket Belt,
Vladi's out of there. Broken Blade gets the kill. Yeah, you do it for the style. It's the Rocket Belt style play right there for
It is a
Azir.
phenomenal buckler on that thing. It looks great.
Yeah, he's really trying to show that every Azir and solo queue go by this right now. And trying to ruin the ladder as G2 make quick work of Fnatic in this game number 1. They didn't even need 25 minutes. They just needed to burst down these dragons, and they will take game 1 versus Fnatic.
I'd like to say that was a close game, but that was clinical. 24.5 minutes, a 10,000 gold lead. Baron, souls, dirt in the faces of Fnatic.
Fnatic just got buried 6 feet deep, and G2 threw away the shovel. I don't know what Fnatic are going to do going into game 2 to turn that one around. That is a tough moment there, as that was just, again, domination from G2 from start to finish. Fnatic never really got purchased at any time.
Yeah, and I think, again, a huge amount of that was